Welcome everybody. This is Living World of Darkness, New York by Night, and we find ourselves in the Demon Venue. We find ourselves specifically in the Bronx at the Fordham University, or at least close by it. Sorry if I seem a little bit distracted, out of character. My computer is running APOC. Anyway, Lily is she's actually not in the university at this point. She decided to skip a few classes because she needed to get some things off her mind, and she decided to do that by taking a nap at the close by park. So it's just a rather sunny day, and she's just taking a stroll down the campus into the park, enjoying the sunlight, and even enjoying the shade of the trees more. She finds herself a suitable oak tree. It's nice. And she just throws her backpack down, throws off her shoes, and just with her bare feet in the grass, just stays there for a few more moments before she just lets herself fall. Just looking up at the leaves, the branches, enjoying a little peace and quiet.
It won't take long before Lily will notice, or be able to notice anyway, a individual walking down a path, looking a bit less haggard than previously had been seen.
Mm, Lily is well. She was looking at she was actually just staring straight up, so she didn't really look around that much. She just notices, she hears a person walking by, and lazily she just looks aside to see who it is, and there's kind of a familiar feeling to it. She doesn't recognize Reggie at this point. So, yeah, she just turns her head back up, closes her eyes.
As Reggie's sort of walking, looking about, feeling a bit better after finally getting a good night's sleep, a shower, and a change of clothes, she slowly makes her way along the walking path and stops briefly as that brief moment of fortuity strikes her as she looks towards the oak tree and notices Lily sitting underneath it. And very quietly, she'll whisper the name Gorgani and just stand looking directly at Lily.
Mm, Lily was as soon as she hears her name, she's just bolting upright, her eyes open wide, and she looks around frantically and sees this person staring, and she's like, now she's actually looking, because first it was just like a quick glance, and she didn't immediately recognize Reggie. Now that she's looking, she's just, what? She doesn't move at this point because she's not sure what to do. She kind of had a feeling that Reggie didn't want her close, so she stays. She just sits there, and she actually doesn't say anything, just looking back at Reggie.
Reggie just. She doesn't say much as per normal and just makes her way over wearing a pair of flip flops. them smacking off her heel with every step as she comes over to Lily and finds a place next to her on the tree and just sits down with her back up against the tree and just sighs as she curls her knees up to rest her arms upon. It's been a little while.
Lily had been she had followed Reggie's movements very closely, and she's almost freezing. She's staying so still, like she's not even breathing at this point, because she doesn't want to scare Reggie away. Basically, in her mind, it's like the Rabi Sui, the predator, and the Asharu is the deer, and the predator at this point does not want to scare away the deer. Uh, but as Reggie starts to talk, Lily's just like, yeah, um, it's been a while. Yeah, how have you been?
It took me a little while to finally get my head straight, at least enough that I didn't freak out at any prospect of being around large groups of people.
hmm Okay, so you're better now?
Ish. I mean, I still can't remember anything before waking up, but
Mm,
I've kind of just accepted it at this point.
I see. Um, well, it's good you're feeling better. Um, Lily at this point is like really unsure on how to actually how to behave. Lily is not someone who's very sociable, so she's actually tugging her hair a little bit. She's like, yeah, well, it's good you're feeling better. Um, it's good to see you again.
Well, don't sound too enthusiastic, she says as she kind of smirks and looks at Lily.
Oh, yeah, no, uh, no, it's not what uh, never mind.
And I thought I was high stress before.
I'm not, I'm just been busy, had to deal with some crap, some more, and some shit added to it. Anyway, a little bit more crap, and, well, uh, so, yeah, no, sorry, there's too much going on, and I wanted to come look for you, but I didn't know if you wanted it, and I wasn't sure what to do. Just blurting that out.
Are you trying to apologize or something?
No,
It sounds to me like you're trying to apologize.
I never apologize. Did you ever hear me apologize?
I think when you first found me, you did.
Hmm. I was upset.
Okay. So, it took me a little while, but I think I'm okay enough now to be around people like me, like us.
Okay, well, that's good, because I heard you were living on the street.
Yeah, I am.
Why?
People there don't ask questions. People there don't think of me as somebody who used to be. They just accept me for Reggie, somebody who can't remember anything and needs help.
Yeah, well, you can't really blame us for, never mind.
I don't blame you specifically for anything, really. You found
Who,
me.
who do you blame? And I did not find you, you found me. Who do you blame, then?
I blame Constance.
Hmm, why?
She must have been something to all of you that you would feel the need to have her back at all costs, and you wouldn't look at somebody who existed now. All you would see was what was there.
Look, she meant a lot, definitely. I don't know, I can't speak for the others, but to me, yeah. But it's also, how do you explain this? Did you ever like, no, you don't know. Um, if I would die, would make you, how would you feel?
Alone?
And then if I return again, just looking differently.
You're still the same person on the inside.
Yeah,
Depends on what you look like, I guess, but at the end of the day, you're still Gorgani.
and you're still Zuriel. Look, Locke was great, but it was Zuriel who made her great. People may have been pushing you too much, too early on. I don't know, maybe I have. For my part, I should have been there for her. I wasn't. That hurts. You can't blame me if it
Somehow,
hurt.
somehow, I think that for whatever reason she was out there, she wanted it to be the way that it was.
That doesn't mean that I wanted that. And trust me, we've been at odds.
Reggie chuckles a bit. It wasn't like you guys came to blows or anything like that.
You think, huh?
That's all I really can do. I don't actually know. All I know is on an instinctual level that I know that whatever part of Zuriel still clings to what I am now, whatever part makes it up, it's deeply, deeply connected to you.
Yeah, that's true. It's how I felt first when I first found myself here. Didn't know why, but I felt that connection too. I'm basically gonna say this to you. There is definitely more to this. Um, I've always kind of blamed, well, former you for not saying, but kind of understand the position she was in. So, um, at this point, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm hoping you can find out by yourself at some point.
I'm going to roll perception and empathy
Why?
with a willpower point, because reasons.
Hmm.
4 successes.
Okay, so you looking for anything specific or just wanting
Just
to
trying to
have...
get a gauge on what it is to a point that Lily is trying to avoid, what she's obviously keeping below the surface. It's pretty clear that there's something that Lily knows and that she's not telling, and Zuriel is attempting
Annoying,
to.
huh?
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. Just remember, I made this character specifically with manipulation 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what you kind of get off Lily is that she's feeling awfully awkward. It's like that's like the main thing. Oh my god. Um, let's see, 3 successes. There's
4.
definitely also. Oh yeah, he spent a willpower as well. Fucking hell. There is also insecurity there, and there's this thing that she's not telling. It's like this close. You can definitely see that Lily is really having issues with holding back whatever she just wants to spill it out. It's that important to her that she just wants to throw it out there and just she's it takes every bit of willpower in her to restrain her from just spilling out whatever she wants to.
Keying in on this, Reggie's just going to very gently place an arm entwined with Gorgani's and then rest her head on Lily's shoulders.
At that point, you can immediately feel like Lily is all her muscles are just tensing. It's like, mhm. Okay, so what have you been doing past few 2 weeks or so? And yeah, you can. She's steering away from the subject, steering away from the subject.
Um, Reggie just sighs and begins to think about all the things that she's been doing. Well, I met with Master Edwin again.
Hmm. Why?
We talked. He helped me gain some perspective on why I was afraid to come around the rest of the other fallen, I guess.
Hmm. I see. Look, you gotta do what you gotta do. You always did that. That's fine. You and me are different. Just piece of advice when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to the mages in general, and maybe Edwin in particular. They have a way with words. They can give great advice, but be very careful around them. Just very careful around them, okay? They're
Okay.
awesome, but they can also be awesomely bad.
Well, Edwin and I talked for a bit. Not much, but for a bit. And then I met with Artemio and somebody named Veronica.
Oh, God. She did not try to have sex with you now, did she?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
She did want to give you a severed head of somebody.
Why would you want to give me a severed head?
Apparently, she thought you killed somebody.
Huh. Well, I can't say that I never killed anyone. But I cannot remember keeping severed heads around.
Well, it was in a bag, and they gave it to Artemio to give to you, I guess. I don't know what happened to it.
Uh-huh. Right.
But she's an odd thing, Veronica. And then there were
Oh,
two
yeah.
others. Some little girl and some guy.
Mm-hmm.
Shaggy hair.
Well,
Um, I met another Asharu.
oh, you met Dr. Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then I met with Miss Victoria, and I gave her back the pendant.
Okay. I didn't even know
And
why you had it in the first place. And I don't mean just you, but also the previous you.
apparently it was a gift, and it was allowing me to hear
Hmm.
Victoria's voice in my mind and vice versa.
Okay.
But she didn't want me to have it anymore, and for some reason it hurt, but I was okay with that.
Okay.
And so now, after getting a few things worked out in my head, I decided that maybe it was time to clean up a bit and find you.
I think that both goals you have achieved. I mean,
It's good to have goals.
okay, well, what's your next goal then?
I want to get to know you a bit more and understand why I feel like I feel when I do around you.
Mm,
I don't want to be away from you anymore.
okay. Um,
One of the
well,
people that I was staying with, they told me that I wasn't homeless after talking with them for a bit. And I said, oh, well, I don't have a place to stay. I'm sleeping out here on the streets. And he simply said, you're not homeless if you have something to come back to.
yeah, about that home, um, it might not be entirely safe around here.
I guess it was eventually going to have to happen that I was going to have to face down something dangerous.
Um, well, it's not at this point, but well, we've told you about the others, right? Same as us, also fallen, but different group over in New Jersey. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure you got mentioned. Yeah. Um, well, they always knew where this place was place meant to us. Quite recently, when you weren't yet here in the city, they actually burned down the library. If you want, they're still reconstructing the damn thing, and that was kind of a hard blow. But more recently, when you were here, but not here, thank God. Um, one of them met me, and he or she it's dressed up as one of us. Um, I brought them over to our dorm. So I kind of had to move everything to a different dorm. It's not that you can't stay there, but I'm a little afraid that they they might come here again.
well, I have been practicing while I've been away.
Okay.
And she holds out her hand and just flexes her fingers a few times as air begins to, or a noticeable breeze begins to spin about them.
Hmm.
It took a
Well,
little while, and somehow I get a feeling that it's diminished from where it used to be, but I know I can throw a grown man across an alleyway and into a dumpster.
as long as you don't start throwing me around, because I'll get back at you.
I'd like to see if you could. I thought it was pretty damn amazing how far I threw somebody.
Hmm? Well, maybe we can practice sometime, but I wouldn't do it out here in the open, and certainly not during noon.
She
By the way,
closes
are
her
you
hand.
hungry? Because I haven't, I didn't even have breakfast yet. I mean, I've got some packed lunch if you want. It's just sandwiches, but they'll do.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Cool. Well, she's gonna revel in her backpack again, throwing out some books just into the grass, and finally finds out a package of bread. It's kind of squished between two books, but yeah, it's still like there are two sandwiches in there. She's like, okay, you want peanut butter or ham? Oh,
Reggie
wait,
immediately
I also have a tuna.
Reggie just immediately goes for the PB&J and takes it out of the bag. Although this time she doesn't wolf it down like a starved animal. She actually just takes a very small bite, very polite bite from it. And she actually looks like, if Lily has cared to notice, she probably looks like she's put on a bit of weight. Doesn't look quite as sickly as she did before.
Hmm. Lily is at this point she's really busy with her tuna sandwich because tuna. And she does notice, but she's not saying anything. She's just like, well, I think, yeah, it might actually. Why am I even? I'm not that bothered. I mean, there's a new arrival who's also a student here, so yeah, I think it would be safe for you to stay here. I think I can make sure that you're safe.
Well, to be fair, you're the only thing in this city that seems to make me feel safe.
Well, I'm not. To be honest, I'm not quite sure if I can always stick around. Um, I can't remember. Did we tell you what a court was?
I don't even know what a court is, other
Okay.
than the place where um, Jeffrey
Yeah,
got
King's Queen
taken
around.
for spitting at that cop.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we like the Fallen, the community that we have in the Bronx. We call ourselves a court. To be specific, it's the court of the Lesser Key of Solomon. Mm, Marcus was tyrant. Tyrant means your chief, boss, in charge, responsible, whatever you want to call it.
Sounds like a lovely position.
Trust me, you don't like it.
I was being facetious, she says as she takes another bite out of the sandwich.
Mm, well, there've been we've had quite a few lately, tyrants. In the past year, there's been four. Anyway, the fourth, Marcus, kind of messed up. You met Marcus. It was mentioned. Marcus Fitzroy.
Mm-hmm.
And things start crumbling down. Right now, I'm I'm in charge. I'm not tyrant. Don't get me wrong, because I don't want that. But I'm kind of picking up the pieces, see what's left, see what everybody wants, see if I can restructure this chaos before our enemies are just gonna topple all over us, trying to get to us. So,
As long as that creepy guy is not Tyrant, I'm okay.
what creepy guy? Marcus?
No, the other one. The one that
Greg?
came to us in the
Oscar?
dorm.
What? Josh? Josh isn't creepy.
He's creepy.
He's not.
He makes my skin crawl.
Well, he's my boyfriend.
She's gonna stop mid-chew and just turn her head on a swivel and look at Lily. Oh,
What? Is it that weird?
no, it just seems that I've put my foot in my mouth again.
It's
And
fine.
she's gonna roll manipulation subterfuge on that one. And you ready for it?
Well, I'm opening the ice stream as well. So, roll.
Okay, here goes.
Mm-hmm. Bocce, 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 bocce.
One success.
Ooh, I might even be able to pick it up. Wow. With my great, yeah, I actually do pick it up. Wow. I think this is a moment in history. Ladies and gentlemen, all players of New York, all watchers, this is unique. Lily instantly catches Surreal on a lie. I feel so good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. I want to thank my mother, my father. Anyway. Main character again.
You get that she's actually not the way she's playing it off or attempting to, she's trying to make it seem like she's embarrassed for talking poorly about Josh, but you can see that that's not the reason. She's actually looking uncomfortable and even upset.
Well, Lily's just raising an eyebrow. What? Don't lie.
Reggie just continues to eat and says nothing.
Well, if you don't want to spill it, that's fine as well, but look. I know you don't want to talk about your previous person, but she and me, we got into some pretty nasty shit because of lies. So, please don't lie, okay? I'd rather you just tell me that you don't want to say about it, you don't want to mention something, than
That's
trying
kind
to...
of a double standard when you wouldn't tell me before about whatever it is that had you uneasy.
But was I lying? I wasn't. I was telling you straight out that I'd prefer if you find out for yourself, because I think it'll be better for you. I wasn't lying.
Out of character, oh, the irony. Oh, the fucking irony. And the hypocrisy.
Fuck you, I'm not lying. But yeah,
Reggie
it's
just...
kind of
It's fitting. But Reggie just, again, starts to eat sandwich until it's pretty much gone. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's nothing.
okay, well, like I said, if you don't want to say something, look, I don't want to push you into saying anything. I don't want to push you into doing stuff that you don't want to do. If I ever do so, you actually feel free to slam me around with those tornadoes. But yeah, I'm not very good with words and emotions and stuff like that. So if you actually want me to find something out, just give it me straightforward. It's usually the best way.
Hmm. She just kind of shrugs her shoulders. Just seems that all that draw, that pull towards you, that there was something more there.
Like I said, I'm not saying there isn't. There is. There's history between us. A lot of history. But look, I really prefer. I think it would be best, and trust me, I wouldn't have believed it if you told me this like 3 months ago, fucking 3 months ago, maybe four. If you told me that I would be giving you the advice that I'm giving you now, then oh my god, I would be totally laughing. I would be laughing so hard. I would not believe you. But in the days when I just got out, you didn't want to tell me. You want me to find out for myself. And I didn't really like it because you kept things hidden from me. Things that I thought that you should tell. And you didn't. I was really pissed about it. Trust me.
So, if it made you feel
So,
that way, why are you turning around and doing it to somebody else?
because in the end, I can tell you straight out, I think it would be better. I think it would actually help you. I can give you all the answers, but will it be really the answers? The things that you're looking for? I doubt it. I would say I would prefer to help you regaining those memories for yourself. If there's a way I can help with that, I would definitely help you. But straight out answers, I don't think. Basically, I can tell you now. Oh, you love strawberries. If you have forgotten the taste of a strawberry, I can tell you that you love strawberries, but it wouldn't really give you anything, you know? Wouldn't really set something. You would just realize, okay, so I used to love strawberries. However, if I would buy strawberries for you, or if I would help you get to a strawberry, you would actually be able to taste it, and you would remember the way it tasted it. I think that would be more valuable. Do I actually make sense? I guess I don't. Uh,
It sounds like double talk and you not wanting to deal with the situation.
well, if you really insist, like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would prefer to see if we can find a way to regain your memories. I think it would be better. I think it would be more pure. If you insist, then ask away. It's your life. You want to know about it, sure. The fact that I think it's better the other way makes me.
What were we before?
Mm, as in, um, what kind of species? Or do you mean like the two of us?
What was our dynamic before?
Okay. First things first, I don't know all the details myself yet. I got a lot of memories, not all. I could tell you everything about the human world, but I don't think that's what you want to know. So I'll do my best. We were first nothing. Then you helped me out. Bad situation. We became friends. And that friendship deepened itself. It became something more. And more. And more. And more.
Hmm. She nods a bit as she sits back against the tree. And that's not how it is now.
If I want to tell you, I can tell you why this is different now. At least my version of it. I don't know if you want to hear it though, because it will involve Locke.
Just tell me at this point.
Fine. Right. This is gonna... Okay. So, very short rundown. After we lost the war, we were in a war. We've told you that. We got thrown into a pit. So it was basically a prison. There was nothing there. Absolutely nothing. I don't know really what happened there. It's one of the parts that I can least remember. But at some point you were gone. I know you were there in the beginning, but somewhere along the line you weren't there anymore. I didn't know where you were. Apparently, you left the pit. We can escape. More and more of us can escape the pit. The prison. You escaped. You were one of the first, I believe. I don't know, but you've been around here for a long time as far as I know. You came into this world, but there was an opportunity. Lily got herself into some trouble, and she was, well, dying. And you got me out. You pulled me out of the pits. Sorry. Um, However, you being around here for a long time, you kind of had moved on with your life. You found yourself someone that you cared deeply about and you didn't want to give up. I didn't know, like you, now, I did not know what had happened between us, and you didn't say anything about it because I didn't know. So, I ended up dating Josh. It was just dating in the beginning, nothing serious, just a little bit flirting and stuff like that. And you ended up with a leech. I knew there was something, but I didn't know what, and, well, trust me, when I found out about the leech, I was really mad. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. A few months after I returned, I found out what we were, before, and we got mad. There was a fight. Mm, and basically, we never really got back together. We still knew that we loved each other, but at this point, we kind of both went our own way. So yeah, it's like a Facebook status, I guess. You know, it's complicated.
Reggie just sits very quietly for a very, very long time. And then she moves up on her knees and just very gently kisses Lily at the top of the head.
Okay. Um, what's that for?
Just sorry.
For what? be sorry.
I don't know why, but I just feel guilty now.
I'm saying you don't. I mean, it's okay. I'm just really happy that you're back here. And, well, I still care for Josh deeply. That doesn't change. And there's still the connection between us. Trust me, it's there. Like I said, it's complicated. Maybe soon it won't be complicated anymore.
She frowns a bit as she stands and looks around the campus. I want to go roller skating.
Mm. Well, I moved all your stuff into the new dorm. It's a little smaller than the previous one. Yeah. So I hope you don't mind, but if you want to, you could see if you had the same shoe size.
It's kind of creepy in its own right.
Mm. Hey, see it as you were offered a. You can always see if you have my shoe size. Yeah. And else, I got some cash. I got some savings. You can always buy new ones if you really don't like that. I mean, I can kind of understand. You might actually have to go through the stuff to see if there's anything you actually want to keep, or if you just want to throw everything away. I wasn't sure what to do with it, so basically I kept everything.
She looks up at the tree and then down the path that she came from and then back to Lily. Do you think you could help me find my parents?
Sure. Like I said, I'm willing to help you out with memories and stuff. I mean, if you want to know what you are as the Reggie part of you, I don't mind helping out.
This whole Zuriel thing, this whole fallen thing, it's a lot to understand. It's a lot to try and think that you're in love with somebody and you can't even really remember anything about them.
Well, that's why I said I would have preferred if you would have found out by yourself, and if you would have remembered it, that way you would have at least felt it. But hey, you insisted. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold. Well, I'm not gonna lie, and if I'm gonna hold something back, I'm just gonna tell you outright.
I'm not upset about knowing. I think in order to process, I need to know a few other things first. Because I'm not really
Well, of
sure
course.
what I feel. I don't know if I'm angry, jealous, sad, or relieved.
Maybe a little bit of everything. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Besides, I think there's people out there that are probably wondering where Regina is.
Mm, yeah, I can understand that. Look, we can totally, like, see if we can find them, or we can try first if we can, like, get your memories back one way or another. It's whatever you want.
I just want to find out who I am first, and then would you take me home? Just to say that I'm okay, and that
Yeah, sure. Of
after that
course.
I
Maybe.
can stay
Hey,
here with you.
if you want to. I mean, we can make a vacation out of it, and well, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stop you. If you want to stay there, I've never been able to stop you.
It's alright. Look, I also have a really deep urge to see a Red Sox game.
The what? Oh, sports. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not that into sports.
She just looks down at the Red Sox tattoo on her ankle again. I think I really liked
Hmm.
baseball.
Lily. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it works, and if we actually go watch a red flip-flop socks kind of thing, then maybe you can find it back. You know, maybe you can remember something about it. Maybe it triggers something.
There's a part of her, for some reason, she's not exactly sure why she suddenly had the urge in a very odd accent come through her mind. It's Red Sox, say it right, you animal. But she doesn't say that out loud. She just kind of looks a bit odd, as if she's not exactly sure why that came to her mind, but passes it off as for some reason she couldn't pull herself away from a TV whenever she saw baseball on the TV.
Well, you said you wanted to skate. We could always skate down to the zoo if you like. It's not that far, and we
Isn't
can
there
show you.
a roller skate rink around here?
Probably.
Let's
Like
go
I
to
said,
that. I want to see if I know how to do it. Because it'd be really odd to have the urge and just suck at something.
mm, let's see if we can find out.
Yeah. She smirks and then holds out her hand for Lily's.
Oh, what the hell? Olive just extends her hand, and then together the two of them will walk off, and that'll be a nice way to stop the scene, I guess.
Yep.
Thanks everybody for watching.